Punjabi Hari Jaya Madhava Punjabi Hari Gopi Jana Vallabha Nivaranari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Yashodanandana Yamuna Tira Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaurakamila Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaurakamila Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. विश्वभारत ब्रह्मांड परिवाराचार्य अष्टवक्र भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी श्री प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की रामाचार्य श्रीदास ठाकुर की उमज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकाय चक्षुषुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम् वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवम् सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी विश्वभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी इति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशकारिणे श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna. So first of all, I would like to thank all of you, all the youths who could have so many other options on a Sunday to go and hang around, but you actually have taken out time and have come to the temple and participating in this lecture. So I really appreciate this, that you have chosen this. It's very rare. It's very difficult to push yourself, make up your mind, because so many of your friends will bully you for that. Some of you sitting here will bully each other. You know, so many of your friends will bully each other, but still to come, I really appreciate for that. So yes, so what's our agenda? What do you feel? Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this lecture and inviting you? You must have got call and message also. Did you get a call or a WhatsApp message or a text message? Session is there, right? Did you get? So what do you feel? Just be frank. What do you feel? What's your thought? You must be thinking. Youth means they always wait. Because our egos are so high that we think that we are great, and someone tries to show you that no, I know better than you. Then you wait and find where can I catch him and hook him with my intelligence and argument. Correct, no? I see me. I've been preaching to the youth for the last 20 years. When I give a class and pinch a little bit of modern civilization, technology, and science, it's a pinch on the thigh of a youth. जांग पे मम्मी कभी चिमटी लेती है बचपन में. It's like a pinch. Hey, what is this fellow talking? Technology is reach where? And these guys are talking something else only. So I would like to hear something. What is your thought on what ISKCON is up to? Yes. To pay change the consciousness to human, from human centered to Krishna centered. Okay, good. Understanding about culture, God, who we are, to spread that. Yes. To accomplish the purpose of human right. Very nice. Very good. To preach the teachings of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Self discovery with Krishna. Very good. To make us human. Very good point. Make us human. Even Quran mentions this. Until a human being who doesn't follow teachings of Quran, he's still an animal. After he starts reading Quran and follows, he becomes a human being. It's a two-leg animal without a tail. So nowadays there is so much talk about Ram Rajya, isn't it? Sanatani, Hindu Rashtra. Correct, no? So much. सनातनी राम राज्य हिंदू राष्ट्र सनातियों ने जुड़ जाओ एक साथ but even in this room 4 Muslims will come with a sword, no? Allahu Akbar, will break these windows and run away. No? Guts is not that. Guts has to be in the blood. That comes when you are educated from the childhood. If you've seen most of the Muslims, and I appreciate that, from the childhood, if you had a Muslim friend, he will always take a break because Maulana is coming at home. How many of you seen that? I've seen that. Every week, there will be Maulana coming, and few hours he will leave and go. That is why they are like this. और हमारा बेटा दारू पी, सिगरेट पी, मौज मस्ती कर, लड़की घुमा, बस पैसा कमा. Isn't it? Which Hindu parents don't know their son is doing nonsense when he goes out? Knowingly they act unknown, as long as you have a good package. Correct or not? Knowingly they act unknown. Because our family members also travel. They see what the youths are doing on the streets. But then they think, मेरा वाला ऐसा नहीं है. सब ऐसे सोचते हैं. Everyone think like this. My son is not like this. My daughter is not like this. No? But everyone is like this. So this is a big illusion among the Hindus, so-called Hindus, I would say. So-called Ram Rajya. So there is so much talk about Ram Rajya. How will you establish Ram Rajya? How will you establish Ram Rajya? By understanding about the scriptures. Who is Lord Ram?
It is impossible to establish Ram Rajya without inviting Lord Ram and following his teachings.
It is impossible to establish Lord Ram Rajya without inviting Lord Ram and following his teaching. How will you invite? Ram is already gone few lakhs years ago. Well, now from Ram, you're telling Ram Rajya, then you're putting the Guru in between. बोलो हिंदू बोलती वन हाँ. Inject then we pass urine and stool also goes. Inject means what? After teaching what? Knowing what we will do. Huh? Practice. Until you put in practice. First thing is, after knowing, you should be convinced. If you're not convinced, you ask more about it. And once you're convinced, you practice. If you are a human being and if you have blood flowing, if you're a knucklehead, ignorant human being with drain water flowing in your body, not blood, then you will not follow. मतलब गटर का पानी खून में है तो क्या करें? If you have human blood, then you will follow. Then one will follow. Hindus have become so degraded and so dull, unimaginable. Instead of preaching, I feel third degree they need. They're not preaching third degree. It's so dull. We are so badly deprogrammed by the society, the modern civilization. God is for namesake. God is for gain, our gain. God is only for our gain. गाड़ी होना चाहिए, जॉब होना चाहिए, घर होना चाहिए, पैसा होना चाहिए, बैंक बैलेंस होना चाहिए, परिवार गरीबी से निकलनी चाहिए. बस this is all God is needed for get all this. Our Vedic scripture doesn't teach Garibi is a pain. It doesn't teach like that at all. It's not there. You see, read Ramayana and Mahabharata, poor people. Shabri, she's serving Lord Rama happily. Kevat, he is so happy serving Lord Rama. They are not thinking, अरे क्या होगा अभी राम का सेट कर दूंगा तो मेरा भी कुछ सेट हो जाएगा. They are not thinking like that, you know. That is devotion, it's bhakti, love. For us, love is a female body, and for a male, love is female body. For a female, love is male body. That's it. That's how the love is defined, introduced. You know, physical attraction uh, to the male and female, you know, where the dirtiest part of the body are injected, and then that's love. The pleasure of that sex life is love. That's how we are. Totally consciousness is degraded to that level. That's so. Sex between attraction between a male and female is actually love. The satisfaction of sexual satisfaction is actually goal of life and love, not money. Living in this degradation, living in the is it true? I'm speaking. सब ऐसे हैरान है जैसे प्रभु जी क्या बोल रहे हैं धोती कुर्ता पहने. It's a truth. This is called Ram Rajya without Ram. This is called Ram Rajya without Ram. You want Ram Rajya for your good without Ram. But if you read Ramayana, so much teaching. If you hear about devotees of Lord Rama, that will uplift us from bona fide source. From a bona fide source. You understand bona fide? The person who's speaking without any self manipulation into it. Self manipulation into it. There's so much bogus teachings going on, you know. The people just put their own thing into it. They say it's a mythology. Some say the Kurukshetra is your body. The battle is just a symbol, but actually the Kurukshetra is your body, and you are the mind. The fight you have within your body with your mind is actually the real message of Bhagavad Gita. Our body, within our body is stool, urine, mucus, blood. Correct or not? Huh?
Yes.
That is there in our body. And we are not the mind, we are actually the soul, separate from this body. There are people who will teach you like this. They will tell you, Brahma mein leen ho jana hai. You heard that? Brahma mein leen. Arey? You never see fishes going into the ocean and mixing into the ocean and disappear. Do they? Parrot goes to the tree and disappears. The parrot and tree exist. The soul and the super soul exist. Atma and Paramatma separately exist. There's so much bogus teaching. And in such places, you will not learn anything. You will just carry something which is of no use. Yesterday, I was telling this story. There was a katha going on. And the kathakar was speaking for 7 days, Bhagavad Katha. And he was so called kathakar. And one Mataji was sitting in the katha and crying all the 7 days. Even the kathakar was thinking, my God, what am I speaking that, you know? This lady is so much emotional and crying. You know, I must be something, speaking something. Or what great I spoke. And then on the 7th day of the last day of the katha, he only called the Mataji. And told her, "Idhar आओ. हम तो वक्ता है कथा कर रहे हैं हमारे प्रसंग में क्या आपको इतना अच्छा लगा कि आप इतने इमोशनल हो गए तो बोले महाराज जी मेरी एक बोले मेरी एक बकरी है थी और वो बकरी मर गई उस दुख में मैं आपकी कथा में आई और यूं यूं जैसे आप हिलते थे बोलते हुए तो आपकी दाढ़ी भी हिलती है वो जो दाढ़ी है मेरी बकरी की दाढ़ी भी ऐसी थी उसको याद करके मैं रो रही थी दिस इज व्हाट हैपेंस This is what happens. You just hear from anything. You have to ask the authenticity of a speaker. That for that you should know, you should read yourself. For that you should read yourself. So much Ram Rajya, so much pompo is going on about Ram Rajya. So much of teachings. Let me share some pastimes from Ramayana. You see, when Ravana heard that Kar and Dushan are killed, right? He actually plans to kill Ram and Lakshman, and he goes to Marich. You know this? He goes to Marich and tells Marich that these two human beings have come, and they have done so and so, and I want you to help me to kill them. And I had some Dasharath, Ayodhya's king Dasharath's son Rama has come, and he has done all these things and tells, get ready, you know, you help me with this act of alluring them and killing them. Marich, he heard, he heard the name Rama, and he started shivering. He started shivering. And he said, Ravana, if you want the whole race of Rakshasas to be eliminated from the earth and become a history, then only think about fighting with Rama. If you want the death of all the Rakshasas, then only think about fighting Rama. Not only the deaths of Rakshasas, the whole race of Rakshasas will become a history on the planet. हाँ यहाँ से ले जाना बोलो ठीक है give it if you want whole race of Rakshasas will become history. And then when Marich, the way he was speaking, and then he told him, you know what happened to me? I was there when Ram and Lakshman killed Tadaka. You know that Rakshashi Tadaka when they killed. He says, when Tadaka was killed, one arrow, I also was struck. Somehow I didn't die with that arrow, but that one arrow of Rama hit me so hard that I fell 50 yojanas away in the middle of the ocean. In the middle of the ocean, I fell down. From where I fell. I don't know why I did not die. From that moment, as soon as I see the alphabet R or someone say roti R, so I immediately remember Rama and I become so fearful. Anything word alphabet R or someone say R, I become fearful of Rama. So I'm suggesting you please go back, enjoy your thousands of queens, be happy in your Lanka, Sone ki Lanka. Rama nods his head, said, "ठीक है." He also goes away. After some time, Shurpanaka comes. Now, when Shurpanaka cries, Ravana is already terror of Rama. But then Shurpanaka sees that her situation is not so much impacting Ravana. Then she starts telling, she starts describing that actually my situation is like this because I actually was trying to get this lady called Sita to be your queen. She is with these foolish people, uh, forest wanderers. She's with them. And I feel such a beautiful lady should be your Shobha. She should be the pride of your palace. And I wanted to bring her to you. And then she goes on describing the beauty of Mother Sita. And then Ravana becomes very distracted, lusty, and he develops total ignorance and lust. And once that has come, he becomes blind. He totally becomes blind. Till his death, he was blind about it. One was the pride he already had, power which he had, and once you have pride, power, then you want beauty, enjoy. And he was mad about Sita after hearing her. Then his son Indrajit, his wife Mandodari, his other sons, his ministers, his brother Vibhishan, everyone preached him. But he could not accept it. He could not accept it. He just became a wild animal out of his pride. And he just went ahead. What does Ramayana teach us? Ramayana teaches us that One is not supposed to discuss or think about any other woman than his own wife, and one should look at every other woman as his own mother. No one will lust on his own mother. Can someone? No. So the Shastra teaches us that one should look at every woman like his own mother. And if you don't do this, you become a Ravana. You'll become like a Ravan mentality. And you will destroy yourself. Destroy yourself doesn't mean Rama has to kill you. Your mind will be so disturbed. You'll be so distracted. You'll become so lusty. Your mind will never be peaceful of anything. That is what Ramayana teaches. By these teachings, you will establish Ram Rajya. And then Ravana goes and he tells Marich again and tells Marich, I heard last time, but I give you two options. Either be killed by me now or go and try to help me in this. Probably you may save your life by dodging the arrow of Rama. Marich says, okay, anyways, dying by this fellow's hand, I will anyway go to hell. By dying in the hand of Rama, even if I save my life, there will be some hopes that I have a better life. Or by dying by the hands of Rama, I'll have a better destination. He chooses that and he goes. Now, we know Mother Sita and Lord Ramchandra was sitting. And it was the last year, the beginning of the last year, 14th year. And Mother Sita was very much happy, very, very blissful about the thought that we are returning back to Ayodhya. And then, as the pastime goes, that Mother Sita, Marich, he takes a form of a very beautiful, shining, golden deer. Golden deer. Shining, golden, shining velvet golden skin and shining golden horns. And then he just jumps around the hermitage, the hut of where Sitaram Lakshmana was staying, and disappears. Again comes and disappears. You know. So Mother Sita, her eyes goes on this deer, and she tells Lord Rama that, my dear Prabhu, see this beautiful deer. Why don't you get this deer for me? And we will keep this deer in our Ayodhya palace when I go back. Mother Ramchandra saw, and by the time the deer entered into the forest, now Rama saw and he understood. What he doesn't understand, he understands everything. But it's a Leela, you know. I'll tell you one very nice pastime connected to this. So Lord Ramchandra tells Mother Sita, see, I don't see this deer to be a very genuine deer. Looks like a very tricky thing. I said, no, 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 whatever it is tricky also, then at least we can use the skin of the tricky skin in deer. If not the old living deer. No, 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 I want it, I want it. And Lord Ramchandra, he tells Lakshman that, Lakshman, you please be here and take care of Sita, and I will go and get this deer. And Lakshman also preaches. Lakshman also preaches to Lord Rama that no, doesn't look like, looks like a. There are Lakshman tells more details. There are many Rakshasas which change their forms, which can change their form. This could be one of them. Well, Lord Ramchandra, Sita हट करके बैठी है, जाके लेके आता हूँ. So Ramayana teaches us when the wife is tight, husband has to surrender to it. Lord Ramchandra is himself teaching us this. बीवी अगर घर को टाइट कर दे तो आदमी घर बाहर जाके काम करना पड़ता है. जो जरूरत है पूरा करना ही पड़ता है. Have you seen that? Mahalakshmi in the house, if she shout, nah, करके she will shout in the house. House is in terror. You seen that? Mother shouts means, Baba, Baba. Father shouts is different, but when the mother shouts, it's totally different. Correct, no? Father will shout, people will say, क्या कर रहा है? Mother will shout, people will say, क्या हुआ? Isn't it? Uh, so Lord Ramchandra, like obedient husband, went into the forest. And then, we know, Marich takes Lord Ramchandra deep into the forest. And then Ravana comes. Now Ravana, he comes and he wanted to capture Sita. Okay. Now Valmiki Raman doesn't mention about Lakshman Rekha, but then Ramchandra Manas and other South Indian sub places mentions also. So let us take both happened. Ravana came after Marich shout and Lakshman goes, and let's give a grey area to the Lakshman Rekha. Let's conclude this. But when Marich shouts loudly, Lakshman, Sita, Lakshman, Sita. Mother Sita becomes very disturbed, totally loses control, and she goes running to Lakshman. Lakshman, did you hear that? And then Lakshman gave attention, and he also heard. He said, yes, some voice is coming. He said, it is your brother's voice. He said, no, no, no. In the three world, nobody can make Rama cry like this. In all the three worlds, nobody can make Rama cry like this. She said, no, it is Ram. And by that time, Marit shouts more loudly, Sita, Lakshman, more loudly shouting. So then Mother Sita says, no, Lakshman, it's your brother crying. And I was like, no, no, it is impossible. And Lakshman just gets busy sharpening his arrows and gets busy with his work. Mother Sita gets very disturbed. So much disturbed. Unimaginable. Because her life, her heart is in pain and crying out loudly. Then Mother Sita said, Acha, she looks at, she was somehow or other she wanted to send Lakshman to help Ram. She said, Acha, so this is what you have come to the forest, right? This is your plan, Lakshman. Now I understood. Your eyes on me. Your eyes on me. And you wanted to kill Rama in the forest so that you can make me your queen and you can enjoy me? Lakshman, I will never allow this plan of yours to be successful. Sita can never become of someone else. Sita will never allow anyone else to touch her. I will give up my life. And Lakshman holds her ears. He said, Devi, please don't speak like this. Imagine what is Lakshman. When Sugriv shows the jewelries of Mother Sita, Lakshman could not identify the chudamani and the bangles, but the toe ring next to the toe, the foot ring, when he sees that, then he confirms that this is Sita's jewelry. Why? Because Lakshman never saw Mother Sita's face. He always kept his head down and saw her lotus feet only. Saw her lotus feet only. This is what is teaching. Even in the family, there may be family members. If someone is not your mother, even the sister, others, one is not supposed to look at. So see the feet or keep your eye away. This is Ramayana is teaching this. Lakshman never saw. And now Lakshman is so much in pain. Mother Sita is telling this. No, no. And she's telling, Sita will kill herself, but she will never become yours, Lakshman, and your plan will never be successful. Lakshman was so broken, almost into tears, and Mother Sita is angry, cursing him for this, cursing him, shouting him, said, Devi, you please keep your mouth shut, I'm going. And then Lakshman goes. Lakshman goes. Now, what does Ramayana teach us here? It's a very big teaching. All of you are not husbands, so you don't understand. Those who are married, anyone married here, except me and Nitaji, nobody is married, no? We understand it. When a woman is very, very angry, what she speaks, please don't take it seriously. If you take it seriously, you cannot imagine what you will end up with. This is what Ramayana is teaching. You know? So if you see your mother shouting very loudly. You should tell your father, just keep quiet. Don't respond. She'll respond so much that you cannot reply. You know, so many husbands take BP medicine after fighting like this with the wife. It doesn't make any difference to them. Husband have to take medicine. And then husband fights also. But Ramayana teaches us. Yes. And then Lakshman goes. Lakshman goes inside. Lord Ramchandra is coming back, killing Marich, running back. He said, what happened, Lakshman? Why did you come here? He said, Devi just did not allow me to sit there after she heard your voice. And she just told me that I have to go. And what to do? So then Lakshman and Lord Ramchandra came running. So why did you do that? Lord Rama said, why did you do that? Why did you fail to Sita's words like this? And Rama and Lakshman come running back to their Paranakutir at Panchvati. And Rama is already into tears. Will I be able to see Sita after I go back? Then they come in, they see Sita is not there outside. They go inside, Sita is not there. Neither near the hut, around the hut. And Lord Ramchandra starts crying. He says, what happened? Why did you do this, Lakshman? And Lakshman is also crying, what to do? Mother was so heavy on me. And then he said, Lord Ramchandra is crying, so much crying that people get disturbed here. Bhagwan hai kone? He cries, Sita, Sita! And he's looking at the trees and he's shouting at the trees. Have you seen my Sita? Then there are some birds talking. Lakshmi is telling Lakshman, you see that birds are talking. I think they saw. He's asking the birds, did you see my Sita? And then he faints unconscious in the laps of Lakshman that will I be able to see my Sita? And again gets up, shouts and cries for Sita, Sita, Sita. Where is my Sita? Where is my Sita? Will I be able to see Sita again? Who has taken away my Sita? Oh dear trees, oh the forest, have you seen my Sita? Oh birds and the beasts of the forest, have you seen my Sita? If I don't get my Sita, I will destroy the whole creation. Then the voice comes from the sky. Kala, time says, my lord, you're doing a Leela. Huh? Lord Ramachandra is so much in separation. One beautiful Leela happens in this Leela. From nearby, Lord Shiva and Parvati were passing. So Lord Shiva saw Lord Ramchandra crying like this and smiled and just diverted his route and went away. Parvati saw Devi Sita crying like this. She felt very pity on Prabhu Ram. So she changed her form and took a form of Sita and went to Lord Rama to give him a little peace. So Lord Ramchandra turned around and saw Parvati. He said, Devi, what are you doing here? Where is Lord Shiva? Immediately Parvati felt guilty and ran away from there. And Lord Shiva said, my Prabhu is doing Leela. What Leela is he doing? He's showing that if a man is not attached to Guru, Krishna, the Supreme Lord, and if he's only attached to his wife and family, this will be his situation. Someday or other, our family members will leave us. Someone will die, wife or husband will die. But our attachment should be to the Supreme Lord. And if you're not attached, Lord Rama is telling, he will become a wild man. Mad wild man like this. He himself is showing, see there! You'll have to shout like this, whatever your wife's name will be. Shout like this and cry, he'll become a madman. And it also shows what is family life all about. Those who are not married can think about it before getting into marriage. That's also a hint Ramayana is teaching us from here. So then, as we know, when Ravana was taking Madhu Sita, there was one personality who actually did his duty, Jatayu, Ram Bhakta Jatayu. Now, Jatayu was a friend of Dashrath. He already knew Lord Ramchandra and Mother Sita and Lakshmana are wandering here. And he has already told that I will always protect you all in my capacity. So when Ravana was taking Mother Sita and going away, the chariot, Jatayu saw that. And he heard the shout of Mother Sita, Rama, Rama, Lakshmana, where are you? Where are you? Immediately Jatayu, it is said Jatayu was very, very old. Jatayu knew about the strength of Ravana. And Jatayu knew that there is no chance that he can defeat Ravana. But as soon as he heard the voice of Mother Sita crying out, immediately he went towards his duty and he attacked the chariot of Ravana, Jatayu. Now that whole battle is beautifully described. It is said that it was like two mountains were fighting with each other in the sky. That is how Raman explained. Two mountains are smashing each other in the sky. That is how it was visible. And Ram, actually, Jatayu with his nails had actually scratched, broke the chariot, and scratched the horses, and also scratched, no, not the horses, scratched the Ravana with his nails, beat him with his beaks. And Ravana was protecting, holding Sita, protecting himself. Battle went hither and thither, and Ravana also tried to fight back and injured Jatayu. And the battle went out very heavy. As I said, it was like two mountains fighting, you know. And at one point, the whole description is that detailed in Ramayana, that how Jatai several times comes back and attack, and Jatai was bleeding, and Ravana was also, because of the nails and the beak of Jatayu, he was also having so many injuries on his body, and he was also bleeding. But Jatayu was very, very old, and he was tired, getting tired, but he was not giving up. He was not giving up, and then he was very, very tired. Ravana actually got the strength. He got the strength. He took his special weapon and cut off Chatayu's wing. It is in the sky only there was a pour of, it was like a rain of blood. But Jatayu was very big vulture. It was a rain of blood from the sky. And Jatayu fell down on the earth. One side his wing fell and he fell down, smashing the earth, pouring, further injuring himself and bleeding on the floor like anything. And then he's so injured, but he just lies down there chanting Rama, Rama, Rama. And now Lord Ramchandra and Lakshman are actually searching for Mother Sita. And Lord Ramchandra is crying. As I mentioned, he's talking to different trees, forests, and always remembering Mother Sita. He's seeing some tree and remembering Mother Sita. He's seeing some birds and telling Lakshman, Sita used to like this bird so much, fully mad about Mother Sita, separation from Mother Sita. And then suddenly they reach the point, which is their Taket. How many of you been to Taket? Maybe we'll go this time, Nasik Yatra. No. How many of you been to Taket? The place where Jatayu was. So maybe this time we'll take again Yatra, you can join. That's a place near Nasik where Jatayu falls down. So it's a beautiful place. Jatayu falls down, and Lord Ramchandra with Lakshman is in the forest, and they come to this point. They see the blood. They see like a river like blood stream coming, blood is flowing. They become immediately alarmed, as if some Rakshas is there who has killed some animal, and immediately they alert with their bow and arrow. They go towards that and they see Jatayu in a blood pool, fall down, crying out for Rama, crying out Rama's name. And Lord Ramchandra and Lakshman, they leave their bow and arrow. Immediately Lord Ramchandra runs and takes Jatayu and puts his head on his lap. And he asks, Jatayu, what happened to you? Who did this to you? And Jatayu, with tears in his eyes, with so much guilt that he has failed to serve his master Rama. And he narrates him how it was Ravana, the king of Lanka, who had actually come here, who kidnapped Mother Sita. And while Mother Sita called out Rama's name, Jatayu heard and he fought. And he said, I'm Rama, I'm old and I'm tired. But still, Rama, I very sincerely, I tried my best to save Mother Sita. But I failed, my dear Master, my dear Lord. Oh, Supreme Lord, I failed in my duty. I failed in my duty to save Mother Sita. Like this, Jatayu was crying, and Lord Ramchandra embraced. Full Lord Ramchandra's body is full of blood of Jatayu, and Lord Rama is embracing Jatayu and is crying. He's crying, and then Jatayu, in one of the Ramayana I read that Lord Ramchandra says, Jatayu, I'm so pleased with your devotion. And Lord Jatayu says, my Lord, I was just waiting to inform you now, let me go. He said, Jatayu, you have risked your life to serve me. I cannot see you like this. I will make you absolutely young now, and you stay happy. Jatayu looks at Lord Rama and smiles. He said, my Lord, enough of this material world, don't allure me. For me, devotion to you and leaving the body in your presence is what I want. Don't trap me into your Maya again in this world. I don't want to be in this. And Lord Ramchandra, and then he says, Ram, and leaves his body. Rama embraces Jatayu and cries. It is said at that point when Jatayu left his body, Lord Ramchandra did his final rites. Final rite like a father does for his son. And to do such rites, you need holy rivers. If you go to this place, Taket, you can see even today, Lord Ramachandra hit an arrow at that place and invited all the holy rivers to come there to give water to Jatayu and do the final rites for Jatayu's body. And all the rivers are still flowing there. If you go there, even today, you can see that the water stream coming from one point just behind the temple of Ram Jatayu. There's a deity of Lord Rama crying with Jatayu on his laps in that temple. And then Lord Ramchandra did the final rites. What and after this, Lord Ramchand's Lakshman, I am in so much pain to see my devotee giving up his life for my service. The pain of losing Sita is not as much as the pain of seeing Jatayu's death. The pain of losing my father is not as much as I have pain today, seeing the death of Jatayu. It is said in Ramayana, though Jatayu failed in his duty, because if he would save Devi Sita, if he would have saved Devi Sita, then he is successful, right? But he could not. But what destiny he got? What destiny he got? He went back home, back to Godhead, and above that, he had the fortune which even Dasharath did not have. That the final rites of Jatayu was performed by Lord Rama himself. What does Ramayana teach us? It teaches us the Lord doesn't look at the success of a devotee. He looks at the sincere endeavor of his devotee. You understand? We all are practicing bhakti. We all are taking up the process of bhakti. Some of may have challenges to take up very seriously. Some of us may have challenges to practice it seriously. But the Lord will not see that. He will see our sincere endeavor to come out of the struggle which we have. The Lord sees the endeavor of his devotee and gives them blessings by that. If you should, Jatayu did not succeed. Is Jatayu successful? Yes. From the material point of view, no. From the spiritual point of view, yes. And he's glorious. Ram Katha cannot complete without Jatayu's pastime. It is said. So Lord Ramchandra, then from there, he proceeds. Search of Mother Sita. Such beautiful pastimes are there in the Ramayana, which teaches us all this. What to speak about only from Ramayana. Those who have heard Ramayana and accepted Ramayana very seriously have also left such beautiful pastimes in the history. You know, there is this famous pastime of one Brahmana in Sri Rangam. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he actually goes to Sri Rangam and he performs Sankirtan. By singing his Sankirtan, everyone was so attracted. So attracted. So one Brahmana, he went to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and he told Mahaprabhu, please come to my house today for lunch. Prashadam. Mahaprabhu said, okay, fine. And Mahaprabhu reaches at 12 o'clock after taking bath at Sri Rangam, Kaveri river flows. Because a river, a Tirtha is a place where holy river flows. Dham is a place where Lord performs his pastime. So Kaveri is flowing there. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he takes his bath in Kaveri river and reaches at 12 o'clock to this Vipra's house, this Brahmana's house. And the Brahmana had a single room. And Mahaprabhu reached there. He saw kitchen is like this. It's a studio room, you can see, studio hut. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw that the cooking vessels are just like this and nothing is cooked. And the Brahmana is seriously absorbed in something. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told him, Arey Brahmana, what happened? You invited me for the lunch, but the lunch is not ready. So Brahmana did not answer anything. Then Mahaprabhu told him again, Arey, what happened? You invited me for the lunch and nothing you have cooked. So Brahmana said, you don't get things easily in the forest. You don't get things very easily in the forest. It's very difficult. And Lakshman has gone to the forest. Once he brings the kandamul, Devi Sita will cook, then we will get after our meats. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was surprised. He thought that I think after coming home he read Ramayana or he remembered Ram pastimes, Leela, and he's got into trance now. And Rama Mahaprabhu said, I am so hungry, already took bath and came. So Mahaprabhu preached in some other that Ravana, Lakshita, Lakshman has already come and he's already brought this. See that there are roots are there, some vegetables are there. He showed something. So Ravana, somehow or other, Mahaprabhu managed to make this Brahmana cook. And then Mahaprabhu ate by 2 or 2:30 something. Mahaprabhu was eating. While eating, he saw this Brahmana is very depressed and not at all very much in enthusiasm. Serving, but no interest. And very much deep sorrow. So Mahaprabhu thought, अरे पता नहीं ये sorrow क्या पहले मैं अपना खत्म करूँगा. Mahaprabhu ate. After Mahaprabhu eating, Mahaprabhu called up, अरे Brahmana, what happened? Why are you so sad? And why don't you eat now? I already ate. Why don't you eat? What happened to you? After lot of efforts, this Brahmana told, Mother Sita is kidnapped by Rakshasa. And he has taken Mother Sita, Ravana has taken Mother Sita to Lanka. Lord Rama is crying. When I remember that Sita being touched by Ravana, I feel, why should I be alive in this body? It's better to die before hearing these kind of things. Why am I still alive hearing that Mother Sita is kidnapped by Ravana? Why death did not come to me before that? Like that he cries to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu was very happy. He says he's such a great devotee. He's sitting here in this world, but just by remembering Rama, he can go deep and absorbed into Ram, Leela. What to speak of? This is Ram Raj. Understand? When you are so absorbed in teaching your Lord Rama, you will live by those teachings. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told him, Arey, actually it was Maya Sita. Before meeting Ravana coming, Ramchandra knew it. So he put Mother Sita into Agni and told Agni to take care. And Chaya and Maya Sita came out. That Sita is kidnapped by Ravana. Don't worry. Acha! Then he ate. Then this Brahmana ate his lunch. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very happy. Very, very happy to see this. There's one more story in South India again of King Kulashekar. You heard this? Very beautiful story. King Kulashekar, it's thousands of years old story. King Kulashekar is a great king and a great devotee. He was materialistic in the initial stage of his life, but he got very influenced by Brahmanas, Vaishnavas. And he was so happy in their association that he got very deep into reading Rama and understanding them. And he would invite Brahmanas. And he would always, be in trance, like this Vipra Brahmana. He said, "My lord, that man bad his army, his ministers and generals will come and say, the opposite state may attack us anytime, we should prepare. As long as Hanuman and Vanar are there, why we should worry?" Say like this. जब तक वानर है प्रभु राम है हनुमान है क्या चिंता. So the minister was sick of these answers, but he will be absorbed. So one day, every day the Brahmana would come and read Ramayana to this fellow. This fellow. But that did not happen. One day, he read out that Karar Dushana are going to attack Ram and Lakshman. Immediately he said, "Chalo, let's go now." He told his ministers, let's go immediately. My Rama is alone there, Lakshman is alone there. The minister said, "Sir, this is few lakhs old year story." He removed his sword and put at the head of the minister. Immediately, all our horses and all our camels and all our elephants have to proceed towards where Ram and Lakshman are. So the minister told some soldiers to go in the front and come back. And we will also come from here. So they were going and the soldiers were coming back. He asked his soldier, "Hey, where are you coming from?" He said, "We are coming from the celebration." "Which celebration?" "Rama killed Khara and Dushan." "Arey, when did he kill?" "I am to going for that only." No. We were there only. Rama and Lakshman have killed them and we are coming from there only. Then they all came back together and the king celebrated for 1 month. This is Ram Rajya. When you have such consciousness, such faith, the Lord will take care of us. So if you want Ram Rajya, you have to take the teachings of Lord Rama. Develop faith, develop devotion, bhakti. These devotees' lives are the ideals for us. Until and unless Hindus take this seriously, understand this tattva, this philosophy, this leelas, why are they meant for? What are they teaching us? Don't talk about Ram Rajya. I'll beat you all if you talk about it. Without it, it is not possible. Understand? And if you take it up, you will be the person to change the world. You understand? That is the goal. That is the goal. Ram Rajya means this should be the goal. Read scriptures, understand them, be in good association. So the whole youth is finished with pornography, illicit sex, peer pressure. Money is the goal of life. Unsuccessful career. No, don't know the purpose of life. Don't know the direction of life. People are so depressed and discouraged in life because they don't know the purpose of life. You don't see poor people in Ramayana and Mahabharata upset about it. You read that? No. People were very happy because they were God conscious. They would apply the teachings in their life. They knew to be happy in whatever you have. Happy, you understand? Richness doesn't give us happiness. Poverty is not the cause of our suffering. Understand? Our cause of suffering is not understanding what actually Ram Rajya means. So please take out time, read the scriptures, practice the process of bhakti, chant the holy name nicely. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Shri Ramchandra Bhagwan ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. I'll take a leave. I have a very important meeting.